Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about microstates, macrostate and distribution of four particles into compartments. So what are microstates? The distinct arrangement of different particles in a system is called microstate. Distinct means the arrangements will be different from one another. Each arrangement will be different from the other. And the possible outcome, the possible combinations due to all these systems will be known as macrostate. So what are microstates? Microstates are the distinct arrangement or the meaningful arrangements, and the overall distribution we achieve due to these microstates is what we call as macrostate. Now let's understand with the example what are microstates and what are macrostates. Let us have four distinct particles A, B, C and D. Now microstates are what? Microstates are the distinct arrangements. Now as you can see in the image shown, we have different arrangements of these four particles. These different arrangements is what we call as microstates, and the overall combination given by these particles. For example, let's take the first possibility, the first arrangement. Here we have four different particles A, B, C and D in compartment 1, keeping compartment 2 empty. So this A, B, C, D is one distinct arrangement, and this one distinct arrangement is giving a unique macrostate which is 4. Now as we have understood what are microstates and macrostates, now we can switch to understand how four particles can distribute themselves in two compartments. Now both the compartments are exactly the same. Therefore, the particle has the same a priori probability of going into either of the compartments. Now we have four distinct particles A, B, C and D, and we have different possibilities through which these four particles will be arranging themselves among two compartments. Now let us discuss these possible arrangements one by one. Now the first possibility is we have four particles A, B, C and D. The first possible arrangement is all the four particles will be lying in compartment 1, keeping compartment 2 empty, and this distinct arrangement will be giving a macrostate 4,0. Now the second possible arrangement as shown in the image is three particles are lying in compartment 1 and one particle is lying in compartment 2. The particle B, C and D are lying in compartment 1 and the particle A is in compartment 2. Similarly, A, C and D in compartment 1 and B particle is lying in compartment 2. So under this combination of three particles lying in compartment 1 and one particle in compartment 2, we have four distinct arrangements as shown in the image, and these four distinct arrangements are combining to give a single macrostate 3,1, and this macrostate is signifying that 3 means three particles are lying in compartment 1 and one is displaying one particle is lying in compartment 2. Now the next possible arrangement as shown is we have two particles lying in compartment 1 and two particles lying in compartment 2. With this we have six distinct arrangements. AB particle in compartment 1, CD particle in compartment 2, AC particle in compartment 1, B and D particles in compartment 2, and similarly AD particle in compartment 1, B and C particles in compartment 2, and so on. So this macrostate 2,2 has six distinct arrangements, or you can say the macrostate 2,2 has six microstates. The next possible arrangement we have is one particle, only single particle is lying in compartment 1 and three particles are lying in compartment 2. Under this possibility, we have four distinct arrangements giving four microstates, and the macrostate corresponding to these four distinct arrangement is 1,3. And the last possible arrangement as shown in images, no particle is lying in compartment 1 and all the four particles, particle A, particle B, particle C and particle D are lying in compartment 2, having macrostate 0,4, and only one such combination, one such arrangement is possible for this macrostate 0,4. So therefore this is the distribution of four particles in two compartments. This shows that we have different arrangements and how these distinct particles can arrange themselves in two equal sized alike compartments, compartment 1 and compartment 2. So for 4 different particles we have 5 macrostates. What are those 5 macrostates? 4 0, 3 1, 2 2, 1 3 and 0 4. And for these macrostates we have different microstates. For the macrostate 4 0 we have one microstate. For the macrostate 3 1 we have 4 different microstates. For the macrostate 2 2 we have 6 distinct arrangements, or you can say 6 microstates. For the macrostate 1 3 again we have 4 microstates, and for the macrostate 0 4 again we have one distinct arrangement or one microstate. And when you are going to add up these microstates, they will be 16 in number, and for total microstates will be 16, and total macrostates for these 4 particles which are to be distributed in 2 compartments, the macrostates are 5 in number. So I hope you have understood the concept of microstate, macrostate, and how 4 distinct particles are distributed in 2 compartments of equal size. Thank you very much.